I need to, and I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. But tonight it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert off of play action. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Herbert now. Open man, it's Palmer. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones, things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
The Jets now at 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Chargers! Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And out of Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
26.
Now Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's the Tyron Howard. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Howard complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes in.
And coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Always always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Charger drive about to get going. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Justin Herbert uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. 2nd down and 8. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here is 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A give running right is Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's Nick Chubb. There's a nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Short pass to Howard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Rodgers' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. slot man moves right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Short pass to Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This will be caught. Judy. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Herbert off of play action. Wide open receiver. Him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. So it's 1st and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. Herbert going to change the play here. Chubb will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Chargers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chargers, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get